Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Johnson, the former All-Pro. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. First down, Cardinals. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Murray gets this one to Isabella, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Murray has the first down and more, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Drake. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Murray now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Slam, slam, slam. Go. 3 on 3. Motion, motion, motion. Off. Touchdown.
They go play action now. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hatchet. It's 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The high fives on around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Exit. Joker. Check 52.
They will run with Grant. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Alert 3. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check hard
This is Grant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Mike 58 right there. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Grant, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. Switch. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try the left side. Grant. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Throwing is Jackson. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The 27-yard line.
From the 27, Murray has caught on the left side by Kirk. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. They fake the handoff, now Murray. This one caught by Isabella. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Murray, he gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Murray to air it out again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Murray steps away to his left. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 26.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Grant. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they open the lead up now to 25. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go. I got trick this side. Trick this side. We got 3. We got 3. 15's mine. I got 15.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Murray gets this one to Isabella, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?